first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Elevator.
Then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
I think that's just on the wall, and then it slots into it.
Yep,
so it's on a track.
Following the building's perimeter as it rotated.
It does
to
go
the other
down
side,
though, that's
which means
weird.
The exit
Yeah.
would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
After this, then.
Well, it was.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy.
Mine too.
I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and
So
go ahead with
what?
my energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to say it frequently.
She's getting better at it.
Wait, did you sing?
I didn't. You're right. Thank you.
The funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Shut up, Chalky. I need to make sure the audio matches up with the visual.
I never expected sinking would be forgotten.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Anyways, now that the audio sank, let's move on.
Funny.
Is it really all right to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who
She's
used
an
the
imposter.
building
I have to pee.
structure.
She's the
Like
imposter.
who's Nekomaru's murderer?
Why?
Because she doesn't care about anything. She's so nonchalant about everything.
Like me.
Yeah.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
Kazuichi, stop
Nagito
scratching that
said
part.
it,
You're gonna
you know.
make a hole.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but...
How am I meant to make jokes
I will
if he
sincerely
wants to
retract
live?
that remark.
Retract?
My only Nuggets joke is
Oh.
that he wants to die.
Well, he's gonna die now.
I'm
Oh.
disappointed too,
Because he's
now.
like,
If this
I
was a
wanna
murder for
live.
the sake of
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
the ultra. Why is it so zoomed in?
Let's just
Hey, you
leave
see-
him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know. Akane,
All right.
you were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, can we please talk about Akina's drooling some more? As usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senselessly with a blunt object. Oh, he was hit on the head,
That's true.
but if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. I mean, there could have been a thing in the building that hit him. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure?
I think it's one of these two.
Wait, no, beaten with a blunt object, because it has to have hit the head.
The only thing in Strawberry Tower that moves is the floor and the pillar.
The pillar is a blunt
If you
object.
put him on the ceiling, and then you move the elevator down.
I see.
I did
think
a
he
little
might have died
swirly
from
whirl
falling.
and pressed the button.
That was great. all right.
If the funhouse
He hit
is
the
secret,
pillar when he
is that
fell.
it's a structure
Okay,
where
sure.
both
It went
towers and
chunk
houses
on
are
the
vertically
on
connected.
his head and then plump.
Okay, and then it fell on the ground first because the
And
shrapnel
the
was
killer
on the
made
ground.
use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Yes. That makes my wire
Are you
theory
saying they
incorrect,
pushed
though,
him off?
unfortunately.
Ah.
Where'd they push him off from?
The door on the top floor.
Oh.
That makes more sense than being tied to the ceiling.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Okay. Oh, God. What if it is Gundam? Because they had the thing. What we talk about is that the hamsters can press the button for him. He puts Nekomaru into sleep mode. He opens the door. The hamsters go down, push the button. He pushes him in.
I don't want Gundam to be the bad guy.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Shit, he is
My
talking
gut
a lot
is going
too.
crazy right now.
Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
Or the door. There's a chain on a door and a chain around his neck. But then how would the chain break for him to fall? Broken doorknob. I think I'm gonna go with broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
I get
you can't
stressed
go
out.
through the door on the 4th floor.
God, this became immediately
It'd be
uncool
impossible to
This
shove off
became
the
so
victim from up there.
uncool.
when we found out Gundam might
how
have
about
done it
this?
with his hamsters. When there's a
After
possibility
locking
Gundam
Nekomaru
used his
inside the
hamsters for
elevator-
murder.
They moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Speaking of doors, someone's trying
long
to
as
knock
there's a
down
moving
Amber's door
object
right
inside.
now.
Oh,
The other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Ow, my arm. Ow, ow, my arm. Ow.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the
okay.
drop.
Yeah, it's the good night button then.
Hold on. Did
Think
you
so?
forget the
Okay.
elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to say.
His
Before
voice
Kazuichi
sounds really weird
interrupted me.
sometimes.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
I'm into it! A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seemed to have an idea, but what way could that be?
Maybe not broken.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the
You
elevator.
guys can't see it, but I'm like jiving my head super
So you're
hard.
telling us
Yeah.
all to think about
And
the
Amber's
arrangement,
evolving
right?
into nuggets.
Yeah.
That arrangement
With one
is-
exclamation.
The hammer is suspicious.
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
So this is definitely
The
a
doorknob
one that
on
I
the
need
floor
to
seems
suck up.
suspicious.
What?
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki
You know this.
has to say?
Oh, the
Silence, pest.
switching the trigger, yeah.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
It's canon.
Oh.
Nekomaru is inside the elevator. How can we read a difference in elevation?
If you arrange it a
Kazuichi
certain
starts to
way,
enjoy this. What will that mean for our
you can cause
friendship?
the drop within the
The arrangement?
The
that
arranged
arrangement
marriage?
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we
Wait a
went
minute!
over
We
this
said
again?
Oh my god, they knew! They knew how
The
weird that
doorknob
is!
on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay, so
Use the good
we
night
selected
button.
falling, goodnight button, wire?
Wire to what?
Wire bullet for doorknob on the floor.
Okay. That's not too nuts. I just kind of got fixated on it being the chain.
If you
Okay.
arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're
You
telling
can
to
cause
think
the
about
drop to
arrangement, right?
flop.
That arrangement is the hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the
What
floor
about the
seems
doorknob on the floor, huh? You ever thought of that,
agree with
genius? You're my friend now. Let us go out for shakes.
Didn't the doorknob
We were
have
gonna get
scrape marks
shakes
on it?
today. They didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking rip off our.
Oh,
have
that's
been where
what
it got scraped by the
I was
wire.
meant to glee, and that those scratches meant the wire was wrapped around it. Which is weird that you would wrap it around the place where the wires could easily slip off.
Yeah, why wouldn't you wrap it around that little...
The base.
Yeah, the base.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied
The
into a
very
loop.
same Fuyuhiko. Good eye, bitch.
So I think it's falling and
If the elevator
being
moved
ripped?
while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Alright. Oh, I'm getting it fucking mixed up. Because when you're in Strawberry House, it's... No, it's Strawberry Tower.
It's Strawberry
And then
Tower.
it's Grape House Door.
Yes.
So it would be, when you're in there, the Grape House door is missing the handle. You tie him to that with the wire.
Yes.
And the chain on Strawberry House door in Grape Tower is just for the decoy.
Oh.
Oh!
Because the doorknob fell off. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking about it the opposite way. Instead of squishing him going up,
Yeah.
they made him fall by going down.
Well, yeah, we already knew he'd fall too, so...
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of
She
the
never
wire
misses
into
a
a
beat.
knot
Yeah.
and
She
hung
did
it on the
once and
doorknob
stopped
to the
herself.
4th floor.
Oh.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. Suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That would not work.
He would fall
They would
so
need
fast.
to tie it
Do you
around
know-
the base.
Do you know how a doorknob works? It
Also,
goes down.
Never mind, maybe you do need to be strong. I don't know how the fuck you do this.
Yeah.
I guess you slide him out and then
The
pray
second
to the
you
Lord.
slide him, though, he's gonna fall.
No.
Because who would do that? Who would wrap a wire around the door handle?
Yeah, it's just,
so
because it's a door handle. They're meant to turn.
Yeah, down.
So well hung. Kinda like.
No.
Better not finish that sentence.
Like me.
the killer took advantage of the
Nekomaru
elevator's
was
unique
very well
feature.
hung.
That's
Only the floor
true.
moves.
They let us know.
Yes.
I'm gonna
By
miss
doing that, they
that.
created a drop so Nekomaru
I'm
could
gonna
fall
miss
to
his
death.
bulge most of all.
I'm gonna miss his balls.
Too easy.
Wow.
Little nose thing.
I love that. We don't see that much.
So
Hey,
what
dude.
if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
He fell apart.
Nekomaru is
You know what they
suspended in
say,
midair
pop
like
it,
that.
don't drop it.
Then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Somebody on the other hand turned the doorknob.
Yeah. Is that really what? Is that why it's not at the base? Really?
Tipped over a pillar, new looking hammer. Does somebody take the hammer and then hit
Even
the
if they
door?
suspended Nekomaru from, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the
I mean,
tower
I would
to push
assume
him up.
it's
There's
broken
no way
doorknob
they
because
could
the
do
doorknob
that.
broke.
It doesn't mean someone had to
Advance.
push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
His alarm clock.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru
Right.
should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain
Yep,
the truck.
that's it.
Moving the elevator with Neck is just impossible. End of story.
Yeah, that's it. He woke up to his own alarm and panicked.
Okay, but did he kill himself? Like, do you think this is a suicide? Because we were saying earlier, no.
If it would, by some technicality, count as a suicide because he accidentally caused his own death, technically, by waking up and falling.
Yeah.
Or he realized the situation he was in and decided to take one for the team.
That's what I'm saying is,
And
like,
fell
did
on
he wrap
purpose.
himself up and then somehow put himself in sleep? No, he couldn't do that because he's
No.
wrapped up. Okay.
But
What?
that would be way...
Nekomaru fell on his own?
What?
Wait, no, that's what he's agreeing with me.
Crap.
I don't want to...
I can't cut through
What?
Kazuichi.
Nekomaru should have still been in
He's my
sleep.
friend.
right?
That's the one.
Allow me to
Yeah.
cut through those words.
Counter!
Kazuichi's words are also specifically
What do you think would
easier
happen
to
if
cut
Nekomaru
through than
woke up while he was
Sonya's words.
suspended
Yeah.
upside down in midair?
What do you think would happen?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob
This is a
so
lot
it would
of
easily slip off.
steps.
In actuality,
It had to
the
be the
scrape
tip
marks
of the
caused by
doorknob
the wire
because
were
he
near the
wouldn't be
tip
able
of the
to
doorknob,
panic
right?
and shake himself up.
But the doorknob
Nekomaru
broke
didn't
off,
fall
is my
because
thing.
the wire
So it
came
could have
off.
still been the
True.
base.
Why did it break off?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You could just tie it around the base.
Yeah.
Nekomaru
Just tie it
awoke.
around the base.
He
Why?
must have struggled much more
I guess
than
to make it
expected,
more clear to
which
the
caused the
gamer,
doorknob to
like,
break
oh look,
off.
there's scratches on it.
Yeah.
But
Was
we
that
didn't. We just like, ah,
unexpected
fucked
for
up
the killer
doorknob.
too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because
Fell on
Nekomaru...
top of it, right?
In that case, I shall use my full power!
With unfierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both handies. But
Not yet. Here comes the incredible strength of 1 million horsepower!
oh no! Wait, aren't you dying?
Baby,
And isn't
mind
it
your own
creepy?
business.
If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That's really what it was. You could go.
Then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Yeah.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
It's
I'm
me.
just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Oh, I hate this.
Kazuichi has become a masochist.
Oh,
Let's go.
I
hate...
believe you gave
This
your
is not
all.
cool, dude. You need to find yourself a dummy mommy who wants to do this.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Oh, God.
Kazuichi, come on, dude.
Jeez,
Why don't you turn to
Kazuichi.
Fuyuhiko? He would love to.
That's right.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended
Or
up falling
Nuggets,
while
he
he
would
was still
definitely
hanging
love
upside
to.
down.
I can't believe how much I hate hearing Kazuichi say total
That's
fucking pig.
gross.
That is so sick.
That
We
doesn't mean
just
he
killed
crashed straight
Mikon. Why
into
does
the
there have
floor?
to be someone who's
Of
like,
course,
please
you know that
make
too,
me into a
right?
pig and step on me?
What? God, all this pig shit. Just Jesus. It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight onto the floor.
Hit the pillar first.
The momentum Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I
Cola
can think of
came
that
out
happened
of
to
his
him was cola came out of his eyes.
I see.
He cried as hard as he
Right.
could.
Oh.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So
Finally,
that's
we can
how
talk about the pillar.
shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
I'm sorry.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar
So
was
it
a
doesn't
bonus.
necessarily.
It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if
Half-
it was just a coincidence.
Shut up, Shut up, Nuggets. I'm trying to think. It doesn't necessarily have to be Gundam then, right? Because somebody who put him in sleep mode could easily have just left him there and then gone to get the bottom door themselves.
Okay.
But it would have to be somebody from that house because they broke the elevator behind them, right?
Yeah. I'm hung up on all this work they got to put on, all this technical work, wrapping him up with chains and wires and hanging him from the ceiling. Like, I'm thinking, who would do that? Because in the last case with Mekon, they had that whole thing about changing the temperature of the room so that you couldn't smell the bodies. That makes sense for Mekon because she would know that. She'd know to do that.
But it wasn't a particular clue.
No, it wasn't, but it was a little detail, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's metagaming, but I'm sort of thinking, who?
Well, I think in any case in Danganronpa, it's just as plausible for an extremely convoluted case to be done by anybody because they're always really crazy. I mean, Taro climbed under the floorboards.
That's true. I will say, I was talking yesterday to Amber about this, how we got all those free times from our, our buddies. And the free times that we got where we didn't really learn much about them, those people tended to, maybe not always, but those people tended to end up being killers or dudes that would have their plot revealed via the story, like naturally. Like we talked to Nuggets and he told us literally nothing about him except that he's crazy. And our time with Mekon just kind of reiterated that she's weak and doesn't talk to people well. But with Gundam, we had a whole character arc with him, yeah.
But I could still believe that it could be Gundam because there are things that he could not have told us about. Because all he really told us about is how he was lonely and having trouble to get close to people. And even with Taro, we could have learned a lot about him, but he wouldn't have told us all of the details about his mother and everything.
Okay.
So, I think it's up to the evidence to clear our little baby fucking boy who I love.
Who am I love?
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? I love him. The alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
So dejected.
It says that Sonia said that they found them at 7 because that's when Monokuma Taichi is, right?
Oh.
But the clocks in the lobbies had to have been changed.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was
Nekomaru's
no way
clock
I could
can't
be late
be
for
wrong.
Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Because it's a radio clock.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru
Much like
died
I
at
was
7:30
in 1998.
a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
He's just really into his catchphrases today.
Yeah.
Vehicles account.
I think he says it
walk
every
up.
time.
No, he doesn't. This is the only case that he said break through that contradiction in the text.
Oh,
We
really?
headed for Grape
Yeah.
Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Okay.
But the alarm
Where am I
inside
meant to put my
Nekomaru's
arm?
chest
I'm sorry.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
That's true.
Nekomaru.
Nekomaru.
It's it might just easily be wall clock. Whoops, I broke his voice.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered.
Time of
One
death
of
and
those
time of
must
body.
be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Okay,
That's gotta be it!
that I can contradict. Because that's not possible.
Yeah.
But Witchable, it says that it's not possible. O'clock. What's the alarm? What does it say in here? Says here as well. Bang, bang, bang. Radio clock.
Firefly!
Oh.
Bang, bang!
Hopefully that's a truth bullet I have.
We
I need to
had the great
crush
tower
one
before 7
personality.
a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and one of those must.
The killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's.
We're good, we're good.
Ah!
No,
All right,
that's wrong.
we're good.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I
It was a
asked you
fun
to
time
do.
for me checking all those
So
clocks.
you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks
Anyway.
had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog.
Whoop. I'll crush you into dog.
I'll crush you into a dog. This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. Oh! There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery.
It's where Nuggets came from. What is this? Logic dive.
Where
okay.
was Nuggets born?
You wanna?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Everybody's supersonic racing, and everybody feeds up on the ground. Everybody's supersonic racing, and everybody thinks that they go round. What? I just absolutely blanked there. There's something so funny about this pure silence and then just bloop.
After
All right,
we got done singing Supersonic Racing. Oh, what did they misunderstand? The time in the building.
I'm in the building. Yes. Okay. it's like the punctuation to the song. Oh gosh. Ah, we got it. What?
Oh, accuracy is key. Oh, you gotta do a side jump.
Oh, shit. Oh, nailed that shit.
I'm gonna do it again. Haboo!
Bazingu! Oh.
Royalty-free Bazingu!
Oh, subscribe to my stream where I say
Clock was
bazinga.
tampered with. It's the building's clocks.
Buildings, clocks. Don't you wish I could do this every time? Oh, they're gonna make you do it again, aren't they? Oh,
Whoa.
shit! Oh,
Whoa.
here we go!
Whoa.
Oh, shit!
Whoa.
Oh, shit! No! Whatever. Okay, we're doing it again.
They have a consistent technique.
Yep, okay, wait, I see how they're...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fortunately, you have
Okay.
to start off with all the hard ones. Oh, pizza!
Oh,
Pizza!
You're right, I could have slowed down there. Alright, don't panic.
No,
I
that's
want
perfect.
I want to put like a little... Why did I keep jumping? I keep wanting to put a little razzle-dazzle on everything, but I don't need to.
Yeah. Give them the old razzle dazzle.
I love the
Razzle
one...
dazzle.
I love the razzle dazzle with ducks. You seen that?
No.
Yeah.
Which
great.
house had the wrong time? Both of them.
Both of them. This one? Yeah.
I think my problem is I just have the inability to do logic dive and answer the questions at the same time.
Fair enough. Woo!
Whee!
Yay! I didn't mess up too much.
Yay!
It's all coming together.
Good shit.
Ooh,
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the
No,
clocks
I mean,
had the
yes.
wrong time.
But what if all
Maybe.
those
I got
clocks
some
have
of
been
them.
messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the
My
building,
clock wouldn't do
there's
that.
no way
my
you'd have
clock
noticed
hasn't
it.
been broken. I take medicine for it now.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More
Clock's
importantly,
changing!
How much was the
Yay!
time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go!
I'm not, but you know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna struggle, but we'll get there.
Strife. Oi, oi, But they're asking me by how much. Nekomaru died
If
at
the time in the
7:30,
building was
so
all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Why'd you look at me when he said time of death?
because your mouth did like the weirdest sound.
Oh, what?
Fucking like you stretched out your jaw and it would like blah 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 blah.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Oh, because if he's picking up his time
If only I
from a
heard the
different
sound when
time
you fell. It would have been a great clue.
The sound he fell, there was a badump.
Or his scream.
So whose account was that?
He's not the type to.
Oh.
That wasn't the pillar falling over necessarily. I mean, it was, but that's exactly when he fell is when the pillar did.
Yeah.
So what's the truth bullet for the sound? Rumbling noise at 5:30.
Oh.
All right, shut up, everybody. I got
would
it.
have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If you say if, I'll give you a biff. Most of my jokes are rhyming
If the time
right
in
now,
the
but I'm
building
going
was
with
all
it.
messed up,
That's good.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Oh.
What? Oh.
What? Yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What?
If the time in the
Alright.
building was all
Was
messed
that the
up,
wrong truth bullet?
then we can only
It
rely
should be
on
Akane's
Nekomaru's
account. Maybe
radio
that was the
clock.
wrong truth bullet, actually.
Did
The
you
time
do
of death.
Akane's account?
I might have goofed.
Oh,
Was
okay.
clearly 7:30
Let me
a.m.
see.
Problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
There
Yeah,
we go.
okay, that was the wrong
Okay, I'm
bullet.
dumb. I think I sensed strange feeling in power.
Hmm.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
It sounded like
Rumbling?
oof.
The Mario 64. Oh!
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were
I
gathered
heard
at
that
the
noise,
Strawberry
too.
House Lounge.
So yeah, that doesn't clear anybody because they could have gotten back.
What is it, Sonia?
Tis
well.
it.
That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work,
Oh.
Akane.
That rumbling sound we heard was 5:30 a.m. It's like the answer to how much our time was off. Oh, 2 hours.
I see.
Yeah.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours?
It's like that case
That
in
much?
VH Right.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious.
For a laugh.
So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you'd definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then the specific thing is Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see.
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
Sure, man. Not really a revelation.
His internal
killer made
clock
use of the
tells
Monokuma
him
Tai Chi
when it's
activity in the morning.
actually 7.
Yeah.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
Dum-de-dum.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Right.
And if
Yes.
that time was
So then it's
also
actually
2
7.
hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that
Yeah.
time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see.
He did
Now
say
that I
that.
think
I never
about it,
thought about
I
it.
realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hold on, I gotta take a shot.
We got to.
Hey,
All right.
why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
What the hell do you
fuck,
mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru,
how
the clock in
alarming.
the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
There are soundproof rooms then, aren't there? Because Nuggets didn't hear either the alarm or the big crash. He was like, makes sense that a big old fat fucking idiot like me wouldn't be able to hear the thing.
Yeah.
And then
alright.
Sonia was like, I didn't hear the crash.
He's like, wow, I guess I got 2 people in the Fat Fucking Idiot Club. Great.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred.
Rumbling and crumbling.
That's it. So that's
My
what
tum-tum,
it is.
'cause I was so
If
hungry.
Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Everyone has an alibi nowadays.
Yeah, it's not when the rumble happened, it's before.
remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi.
He didn't come out of his guest room, but it's not him. He didn't actually do it.
Yeah.
I just like shooting him.
Yeah.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Gundam looking normal.
You didn't
Yep.
come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You
Why don't you
weren't
just
in
come
your
out,
room.
Nagito? You know,
Were
it's been a long game. Just come out already.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
Oh.
You guys couldn't see it. So Amber had her hand open just as like a little gesture thing, and I had a rock in my hand, so I just put it in her hand.
I thought you were going to hold my hand all sweetly. I'm like, oh, that's nice, and then I felt rock.
It was near me as if you were like, come on, give it.
Come on,
So
give
like,
me
all right,
rock.
There you go.
If
You
you
get the
don't
rock
hurry
now.
up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
I'm gonna suicide right in front of you.
Even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
I broke my
Merely
legs.
the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not
I
hear the
ate
alarm,
them!
I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However,
He's swearing
Such
more.
Potty
also
mouth.
true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a
Are they?
pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But
Shot
it
number
wasn't
3.
that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
They were in the same kind of room.
Oh, what kind of...
I don't remember which, but it could have been like the finest room.
The high quality room? Oh, okay. Could this be the secret that points to the killer?
Could it?
Could it? Are it?
Hangman's Gambit.
Ah!
Alright, let's see. Okay. This is gonna take a little bit of guesswork. D. There's an X in here?
What the... What?
Deluxe.
Deluxe
Deluxe.
suite.
Room.
Or... Room. No, deluxe suite.
Okay.
I have to, from the position that I'm at, I need to look around Amber's mic.
Yeah.
It's fine, I get by, but it means I need to circle my head around a lot.
So I
Oh my god,
need an
EU!
X.
EU!
Oh, sorry. I should've
EU!
used-
They
should've used the
merged!
slow down.
That's a joke, right? European watchers, EU merging. I don't know. No, R and E, don't make them re!
Are you sure it's... There's a lot of R's. I was about to say, are you sure it's sweet? When like 5,000 R's show up on the screen.
Rooms!
I guess it's just plural, whatever. Look at what I'm dealing with here! Look at what I'm dealing with! What are you gonna...
Oh no! Oh
I
god!
got flustered. This one.
Your health is fine. Your health is fine. Okay,
Oh, okay.
don't panic too much. You can take several hits. Just get to room. Go.
Woo.
Yeah.
Got it!
High five.
High five.
Yeah. My wife.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Deluxe. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. Ooh. The standard room may be so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must
Should we take a shot every time it cuts to
right?
Hajime saying nothing and looking to the left?
Nekomaru's killer.
Looking specifically angrily at Nuggets.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Take a shot.
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means.
I don't.
The killer Amogus. The killer Amogus who murdered Nikki.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
What? Oh.
It has something to do with
Here it comes,
the
boys and
room.
girls. Boys and girls and everything in between.
How does it being soundproof have anything to do with who's...
Well, that would mean whoever... I thought it meant, like,
Wait, okay,
it has
so
to be someone in a soundproof room.
If we're trying to come up with who doesn't have an alibi,
Yeah.
then the people who are in the soundproof rooms do have alibis because they didn't hear it.
Okay.
So that's Chiaki, Nuggets, and Sonya off of the table.
Okay.
Fuyuhiko Gundam and Kazuichi
Had an alibi because they were looking at the clock. Who else is there?
She's the only one, right?
No.
No, okay.
Okay.
This is what her being the killer. The deluxe room should be the clue.
It should be the what? So that's supposed to mean one of them that had the deluxe room. How many people had deluxe
responsible?
rooms?
It had to be. So the only ones who said that they didn't hear anything were Chiaki, Sonya, and Nuggets. But each of them offered this information up freely. If I could remember what rooms
You just put it on Nekomaru.
I can't even look at the evidence.
God damn it.
This may be a Tera situation all over
Yeah.
again.
Do you want to just do like Chiaki? She hasn't been saying much.
I mean, what on earth points to it being Chiaki?
Same thing with Tera. We had no idea.
There was tons of evidence pointing to Tera.
Yeah, but we didn't
were
know it
just
at the
too
time.
stupid to see it.
Well, this is the same thing.
Yes.
Wait, can we do it on Nekomaru?
Oop.
Crap.
God,
Okay.
that'd be funny.
Just to
Wait a
make
minute.
sure.
Wait a minute, you're dead. How could you have done that?
At least once you need to point to the person who's dead to see if it's true.
Yeah. That was a very dramatic reveal with Akane.
It's not Nuggets. I don't think it's... I know, it would have been cool. That would have been so cool.
You want to do Sonya?
You can try Sonya. I'm always really sus of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. We're not taking too much of a hit, so we can do several guesses.
Do we want to rule out?
Yep. Don't do it to me. Don't
Hold my
do
hand.
Hold, yep.
Hold my hand.
Yep. Hold the hand.
You're the only
No!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, that baby boy with his silly gerbils. He